for several centuries now, really, our culture has had a bit of an obsession with the idea of genius as this bolt out of the blue that creates this monolithic, godlike creator of an individual who is independent of their context, inexplicable by their context, and independent from those around them. Um, they just are because they are. It's a rather absurd notion because any artist, first of all, is just reassembling building blocks, but no one, however original, um, is divorceable from their context, nor are they separable from the people around them. The idea is inaccurate, of course, but it's also detrimental even at very practical career levels for us today. Um, this vague implication that a mark of artistic achievement is independence and isolation. Um, Now, I'm not downplaying originality, and I'm also not downplaying the value of time to oneself to think and explore how one hears and feels things. Right. That is important. So some measure of solitude is a good thing, just in general in life. Um, but this idea of that we should be independent, that's what's harmful. And when you're a young person starting out, well, really, whatever phase you are in your career, but especially as a young person starting out, maybe when we're more susceptible to some of these ideas because we haven't experienced the degree to which they're false quite as much. Um, they can get us into a bit of trouble because the reality is if you're starting out in a career in music, um, connectedness is extremely important. In the professional world, we're all in this together. If you join a professional orchestra, you're with a team of colleagues, a big team of colleagues, right? If you're with a chamber group, it's a smaller group, but it's very, very intimate connection between colleagues. If you're a conservatory teacher, you're on a faculty, um, and they may be instrumental in your hiring, but you'll certainly be working together on whether curricular matters or just the goals and values of the institution. If you're a soloist, you'll be collaborating with conductors, collaborating with pianists, um, and if you audition for an agent or manager, you might be auditioning for someone you went to school with, right? Um, we really are in this together, and you'll find the music world is quite a small place. What that means is that being connected well in the music world is going to give you substantially more opportunities, right? People say that success is when preparation meets opportunity. And preparation is something that we can be, responsible for, moment by moment, just making sure that we're in shape and, you know, good, good professional colleagues, right? That we're just being nice people to be around. But opportunity is much more mercurial. You never know what opportunities are going to come up when. And you can be as prepared as you like, but you will have many more opportunities. Those opportunities will come your way much more if you're connected in the music world. So it really is very important from just a very practical career perspective to be well connected. Now, I'll add that's something that comes less naturally to me because I'm an introvert. And I remember at one point in my educational career taking a course where on a course on the professional world where the advice that at least what came through loud and clear to me was schmooze, schmooze, schmooze. And as an introvert, that didn't sit so well with me. I mean, even just as a matter of principle, I don't like the idea of using people, using interactions, or using relationships just for my own advancement. I feel like I'm climbing over someone, or flip it the other way around. If someone's being obsequious toward me um, because of what they think it will get them, I just find that to be a very unfortunate paradigm, and I don't recommend that. Will brown nosing help you advance your career? Quite possibly. I mean, there are many examples, but I think both in principle and in practice, it's better that you be known as genuine. I think it will ultimately help in the long run. Now, please hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that it's bad to be extroverted, right? If you are naturally a gregarious person and love talking to people and are very outgoing, do that. Be that way. Please don't, second guess yourself and think, oh, am I schmoozing? Am I schmoozing? Right? That's not what I'm saying. the key is be yourself. If you're an extrovert, great, be an extrovert. If you're an introvert, that's okay. I'm an introvert too. But in all that you do, yes, be intentional in forming relationships, but also be sincere. I do think that's very important. Another dimension of this connectedness that's so important is being able to talk to and actively seek out advice and mentorship from those who have gone before you on the road. So, whatever career path you're looking to pursue, or if you're not sure yet and just want to get a sense of what the options are, talk to people, find people who you can befriend. And again, I don't mean schmooze, but I mean really befriend sincerely. Um, don't be afraid to talk to people. Ask, what's life in a professional orchestra like? What's it like being a full-time soloist? What's it like being full-time in a string quartet? Teaching in higher ed, whatever the case may be. Um, excuse me. I have a lot of advice that I would give to myself 10 years ago, and I would be, I'm always very happy to share whatever thoughts I have with young artists. And I think most people in my experience feel similarly on both counts. That there are a lot of things that they would like to share, wish they had known, and are also very happy to do that. So bear that in mind and be encouraged. Seek out people who have been there earlier. I think it will be really beneficial.